Because if we can do like the OREC of Realtor, where it's real and not fluff, I think a lot of realtors will leave with like. But we do have big egos. So.
And I think that that's something that has to be done in the GTA.
Yeah.
Personally.
So I could see us getting like where Rain did, and just do it something like that, and just rent the space, find out what it costs, put out coffee and water, and do it. But maybe make it a bit more OREC-y. Yeah.
Yeah, but the nice thing is it can probably just be a one day, right?
Yeah, so Saturday.
That's so much simpler to plan than multi-days, so that's massive.
And it gives us content.
And then I think what we'd have as part of that, then we have some sort of like mastermind and some great destination, right? Where then like that's our final upsell of the conference.
Where they get to meet Graham or Ryan Serhant's
exactly, right? And like, and honestly, getting Graham and meet Kevin and you should be relatively easy. But like also like Matt Pichet is a realtor too, right? Like, lots of investors, like we could literally even position it still to be like also for like investors, like should you become a realtor and have panels like that and like draw a bunch of like really just like guys that are like, I wonder if I should, because I get that question so often on YouTube. But yeah.
And we have a few people like that too who have become realtors from it.
What's your side of the table think, guys?
Agree. Like so I said, I don't know if you want to do like a little podcast or something to get more people engaged while they're already in the you're already paying.
I think that is something that we need to do.
I think there's still too the opportunity. It looks a lot like a JOB, which is a 4-letter word, but like man, a real estate rat pack brokerage, where you, I know, but it's a 4-letter word around here.
Like an actual brokerage, right? Could be the
most beautiful top of the ladder, because like you're selling them the all-in-one package, you're selling them everything, and then you're saying like, why don't you just come work with the best? Why go and do it on your own? Join the YVO team.
Yeah, it gives them that little more extra to grind to be able to be part of that.
To be gangster, because then you keep them, and then you can continue to, you can throw any product you want at them, and they're in. But it looks like a job.
But maybe this Steve guy wants to be the head of the job, maybe.
Yeah, like it doesn't need to be
I think it's where we're the lead gen is the best, right? Like I think a lot of our future opportunities are going to be where we're the marketing partner and we have an expert partner, right? So like we're the attention partner and they are going to be the expert. Okay, so I want to kind of break this out a bit then.
That would be a really good thing to have at that conference, right? Like this on whatever it is, right?
So one opportunity we didn't really touch upon that I think there is documenting a realtor, someone becoming a realtor for their journey, right? Like that's going to be an avatar a lot of people can map onto, right? So I think that's an important part of this value journey. I think
I'd have to do a video asking, because you always find out somebody's like on their 3rd course, and it's too late. If you want to go right from the beginning.
Yeah, no, I think we definitely should be. So I think that having Jeff's social be our where is a great start, but I still don't think it's enough. So like I know Miranda's starting some stuff, so that's good. I think that will help us. But beyond that, I think we should be searching for someone that's going to literally be brand new. So I think we should start a campaign on Jeff's channel for who wants to be a realtor type thing, right? How to become a realtor. And Jeff takes them right through from start to finish. Ideally, we get someone that would be competent and that will succeed, ideally, first try on most shit and have a great journey, right?
Should we make it all cheesy, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but Who Wants to Be a Realtor? Have Jeff sit down there with someone and
whatever we think's going to get results, I'm in.
Oh my God, there's 4 fucking multiple choice coming in.
Can I phone a friend?
So then as far as engaged, so we got his YouTube and Insta. I think like I've been saying it forever, like the podcast thing. I think we really do need to do it. So we are now like the stuff you shot with Lindsay. Will any of those be audio only appropriate, or is it very, like, can we have that be an episode of a podcast, or do we need to create a true podcast? Like, what are we going to do with it? But let's do something.
I'd have to see it. I think
it could be multi-purposed.
yeah.
Okay. So can we make sure that like all future like sitting down, the next realtor you sit down with, that we just keep that in mind so that we can repurpose it as,
We could probably
or
can we go back on previous.
Yeah, or what we can always do too, which I really like, is Neil Hoffman does it on his podcast where he interviews someone and then shoots the podcast afterwards, and then like we'll choose segments, right? Like be like, so I had the opportunity to sit down with Lindsay, and then you can tell, like, fill in a lot of gaps, like, you know, Lindsay's blah, 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 and then it can be like, we had a really interesting conversation about lead generation, and then you cut right into that, the discussion you had with lead generation, and then you're like, and, you know, not only is lead generation important, but also it's about building your social brand, and then you cut to you guys talking about social brand, but then, like, if there's a part where you felt you didn't necessarily cover it fully, then like Jeff can go off on a tangent after the fact. Like that would definitely create the highest quality product, in my opinion. It would be more work though.
It would have to be really hashed out with the person that before.
It wouldn't be good to do with Lindsay, but somebody in the future.
But like you guys understand what I'm saying though, because like the reason that you use this format is like it doesn't have to be a good interview because you make a good interview afterwards, right? Like. Because you can fill in all the dots, like you build it from it, right? So like,
can you just send me a link on
sure,
so that I'll be able to.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, he goes like way above and beyond, where he'll do like he'll have
what's his name?
One Neil Reed Hoffman. It's Masters of Scale podcast. It's like absolutely fantastic. I think that would honestly create the best content and yet still be a pretty resilient approach where like we can really repurpose a lot of the YouTube content because it's just Jeff talking about a theme or a person, and we cut to segments of audio from the YouTube videos. So I would really like that. I'm gonna call it kind of a clip show.
And then I think there's some videos where we can go back from the past, like your talks at the social mediation with Lindsay and Ali. That I think that could be a podcast.
Yeah.
Because that was just you guys sitting there, and there's a couple other ones like that as well too.
Yeah.
So
Cashflow to go shows.
Well,
could be.
And so like I wondered like what if we just did one like let's just pay the little bit of money, get you to get the Anchor app so you can do podcasts like this, and you can literally just do like phone interviews with someone, and like that can be a different thing. But like one thought I had was like it literally could be you and your new mentoree, or in the meantime Miranda, just hopping on a phone call once a week and talking about becoming a realtor for half an hour. And we literally pretty much just drop that as an episode weekly. And like I would still love to have both as a thing, right? So that we're creating lots of realtor content, because I do think that it's still very...
It's wide open.
Yeah, so can we do the Anchor app?
Yep. What's that looking like? A monthly subscription?
I think so, yeah. But hey, GaryVee owns a piece of it. We probably owe him that at least. So then, otherwise, we got the 20 tips, which seems super popular.
Yeah. Every time we post
Should we get another though thing going? So what should be our other thing? Like another thing on Teachable that we can have?
Is anyone giving feedback from it?
Yeah, actually that's
that could lead to something we can create.
It could just be like top 20 open house tips or something like that. You know, or top 10 open house tips.
Yeah.
Just make another thing like that. Top 10 things to do when selling a house.
So can we commit to one for this week?
Yeah, just producing the PD. Like, should I just do the word part of it?
Yeah, do the word part. We'll worry about the rest after.
Like 3 keys to successful open house. You don't even have to do 10.
And like it also can be videos, right?
Yeah.
Not Teachable behind a paywall
I love
there,
it, yeah,
or
really.
not behind a subscription.
Because eventually this should get in the email chain as well.
Yeah, because like actually I think it would be better because like this is written, right? So let's do a visual one. So some sort of top tips video. So then we can all like again, if any ideas come to you guys, just yell them out. But moving into the convert phase, then so we have they've got 20 tips that they got value from, or they've watched the top 10 tip video and I think that should honestly be each tip's just like a little micro video, right? Like whatever, 30 seconds to 5 minutes.
We already have that. It's coming.
All right.
It's coming.
Well, that's on YouTube, but we're going to create something separate on Teachable, right?
Oh, on
behind
Teachable.
the
Okay.
subscription
Sorry.
wall. But then we're still pretty light here on like getting them, easing them in, right? Like they have to open their wallet for $100 or $200. So how do we ease them in to conversion? Ideally something in the 5, 10, 20 range, or ideally one of each.
So course coaching.
So let's talk through like what does other people have in their funnels.
Probably like a sit down coffee with you or something, but you probably want to make that more than.
Yeah.
Those are already $100 coaching calls,
Yeah.
so sit down coffee would be
More
really
expensive, yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
So, you know, the types of things we could do is like a small meetup, right? Like maybe even we consider like, do we start branding? Webinar, that would be good, yeah. The only thing is we'd have to learn a little bit about how to host a webinar, but yes. Are you committed to that? Because that's awesome.
I'm committing to learning about it.
Okay,
Matt, can you pass me another battery?
yeah. We definitely need to get these charged in advance though, because we're on a just-in-time system.
Yeah.
What are other things people have? So like ebook, audiobook, but let's also think creatively, right? Like let's do something that people aren't.
Well, like, do we get a like? Okay, so
Yeah.
has that store of those flip flops and stuff on it,
Mhm.
or whatever it says, right?
And they've offered to help us with merchandise.
Okay, so what if you buy my course and you get the little
Nice.
mini Jeff Wybo tuxedo shirt or something like that? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something that we've come up with. Like, why are people coming on my limo tour and not going home with a keychain that says Wybo limo
Mhm.
or anything like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, I really do love the selfie lights. Like, we need to do that for social
I
media.
think it's a great little.
So when I bought Alex Becker's Market Hero, he sent me a Market Hero T-shirt in the mail for free. Like,
Yeah.
For free. And it's pretty good quality, but I mean, just like
Yeah.
It's
it
marketing.
didn't work on me. It probably doesn't work on you in a way, right? But a lot of people they're wearing it around, right?
Mhm.
What's that? Oh, it's this thing I have. Whatever. You know, everybody knows this. But I mean, do I give them something hard copy? You know, like I don't know if it's gimmicky like a keychain, but I mean, is it some kind of a print? Like Stephen Arnold would probably mail them the book, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so, like, that's a big part, too, of the excite phase, right? Is that you want to give someone something right away, right? So that's often why when you buy something, you'll find, like, a quick start guide. Because you just bought it and you want to get it. It's why, actually, like, when we grew up, batteries were never included. But now they're often included because they actually want you to have a good user experience right off the bat. It's actually more important to them that you have a good user experience than it is to save the money by not including batteries.
Right.
And so, like, yeah, we need to constantly be thinking about that. Like, how do we immediately get them excited, right? Because, like, that's the moment you hand over money, that's pretty much the most excited you're ever going to be, right? Because, like, you just committed, right? You just sold yourself on that idea.
I think a big thing with merch that I've seen that people love is when it's in like great packaging and it's like stylized. Like when I know this Alpha League guy, Christian Guzman, when people get his shit in the mail, they like take pictures with the packaging because it's just it's different, it stands out. That's obviously more of
What
a
does a
cost.
realtor use daily? Like,
Pen's
pen's nice.
Is there like a
Problem is
you
that-
make like kind of like what Steph and Arnie do with like the journals stuff like that, or like his blog.
What about like, because like if we're gonna get a ton of social mediation clients,
Just because we're going round table past me so I can capture it.
what about I don't know how well and how easy this would be, but like partnering with Teachable, partnering with
It's too bad that there was no affiliate links or something, but
stuff where we can like DocuSign, where I don't know, like they get a 10% off with DocuSign because we're partnered with them or something.
Yeah.
Because
Honestly, like,
Is there any nice
we do
packages?
promote DocuSign a lot.
DocuSign,
They
Teachable,
don't have a,
Hootsuite,
they don't have
like,
any
no
more.
affiliate.
I have something. I don't know if it was if it's right on the value journey, but it could be another product. It's supposedly easy. the personal shout outs for money. And I'm not saying I'm like totally there yet, but like it could be like the $5 shout out or I don't know, it could be something in the journey that could be big. Like imagine if people were paying Graham for a shout out, right?
People do that with celebrities. That's a big thing right now.
So
getting a personal happy birthday from fucking.
We could literally have it in Teachable being like Instagram shout out by all of us, really, or whoever's the social influencers, right?
Well, and as like an engaged one, why don't we do like where you do an Instagram live with like someone, but like it's scheduled, where like every Wednesday at 5 p.m. you go live, but you pre-schedule who you're going live with, right?
And like you could go live with somebody who bought.
Yeah, ideally, right? Yeah, or at least you mix it up, or sometimes it is.
So it'd be worthwhile to me to even be reaching out to these people to see if they will. Obviously, I got
and like,
35
but where we
people.
schedule it as a recurring piece of content, right?
Yeah. I see.
Also, this is one thing I've been thinking about that we should just get on. Someone probably in this room has one or can find one easily. Let's get like a decent used iPhone that's literally just our social phone, right? Where we just jump on Wi-Fi and stuff. Because like literally, like I can go live on my Instagram, but now I can't go live on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then there's no reason why, like if Jeff's going to start this day, like this
I
weekly
should have a
Insta show.
dead
No,
somewhere.
we've got one in the business.
Do we? Is it?
For sure.
It's decent. And it's got some.
It's decent. The storage is kind of fucking lame, but
So like what
in
is
term, I think it's a 32.
Okay, and
Right.
what model? Like
A
5,
6.
6? Okay,
6S, I think even.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's a 32, but honestly,
Okay, so
it
bring
could
it-
be 16.
Drop it off sometime this week here.
But for streaming, you don't really care, right? It's
Not overly, yeah.
yeah.
But like, it would be great too if we could
Functional,
literally take it with us and record in profile, right? While
Yes.
someone's doing that too. But for now, that's a great start. So let's do it.
I'll bring that to our weekly meeting
Yeah. Well, ideally even sooner. But yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to London on Fire.
Okay.
Quick question here, Matt.
Yeah.
I see some stuff on this card with Jag sitting
Oh, that's
outside.
old.
It looks like you're old at
Oh
584
Jesus, that's a long time. Just throw that on my
on the hard drive.
if you don't mind, and just label it Jag.
And you have the Lindsay stuff, right?
Okay. So what are some other low price points? Like, what's the fastest way we actually create like a small ebook for Jeff? Like, are we just gonna get like your memoirs, 1 year memoir, like, and we just have you talk and then we can transcribe it, but also use that as an audiobook or something, or like we need to do that stuff. I just don't know what's the best way. Or you get like 5 realtors that have really cool stories, and we just put those 5 stories together and package it.
That's easy. And they pay like nothing, $5.
Like $5, yeah.
Yeah.
5 stories, $5.
Yeah, it sounds fucking like something someone would pay for.
5 success stories from the course.
Yeah.
From the course, yeah. That'd be.
5
Oh.
success
And
stories.
what I was just thinking, and
So
like,
not even just like.
this is
an
gonna be
insider.
all
Oh,
Jeff.
yeah.
Yeah, just
is there a way to create a very cheap package of whatever paperwork you typically use, or is everybody on the same clauses and same shit? Like, is there a nice way to package
Actually,
that?
yeah, so we should still be able to do like Jeff's 20 clauses they teach you at Oria, right? And it's literally just
And
the
even
20 clauses you
shit,
use.
a good one too is kind of something that we've touched on before is like having
Limits me to
a
Ontario.
shit you need to do,
Limits you to what?
Ontario.
like things to do
But
before we close.
For the SaaS model and stuff, that's
Yeah.
right? Things to do before we close.
Yeah.
Right? Here's your shopping list of,
or like making an offer checklist.
or here, you know, when you move in, here's the things you need to do, like for their clients, right?
Yeah, just don't do that.
No, I know, but
When they call me, fuck off.
but like that's a good thing though, because like that's something that helped me out, right? Was just having the APS with those good conditions on it
Yeah.
already.
I think we should put a package together with conditions. Because again, you're right, it'll definitely only attract Canadians and probably only Ontarians.
And
But
probably only first time.
But it'll also
users,
be
but-
like a great target, right? Like the people that buy that will know exactly where they're at on their realtor journey.
I like Pichet, how he's giving away his like joint venture agreement templates. I don't know if that's something we can do in a way where
Well, it's kind of
this is a
$2,000
thing I paid for, and you're getting it for free, basically. Like, I don't know.
I think most of the forms are pretty standard though, right?
They
So it
are
really comes down to your clause choices.
What about breaking those down for people and explaining?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking like let's do like your top 10 or 20 clauses, and then you just do a video on each explaining it, because like that actually makes itself, right? Like I think that'd be like I think we could literally have that launch by next Monday, as long as we can figure out what clauses to talk about.
I think that's
it doesn't even need to be purely you. Like we can outsource some of it. And, like Phil, what's your 3 favorite clauses? Rachel, your 3. Alex, your 3. Lindsay, your 3.
Gandhi,
right? Yeah.
Just really start.
Yeah. No.
yanking.
Yeah. Definitely can. Right.
Yeah.
And like
Clauses.
actually, like if I was a realtor, and it's like for $20, I can buy the 20 clauses and have a video on each one, tell me exactly why it matters. I don't know. That seems like a pretty no-brainer. $19.99.
Well, and then you just take that audio video, right, and repurpose it somewhere else.
Well,
too,
and we can then create
for a bunch
micro
of other
content
shit.
to push to it, right? Like where it's like, do you understand why you need to, like, do you understand this clause? Now we've created a need, and we can solve it for nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can easily take a little clips of that, throw it on your Instagram and draw it.
Right.
Well, it's
Yeah.
yeah, like 5 times when you thought you needed this clause, but you were wrong or something.
Lots of good ideas flowing.
I really actually like this clause package. Like, because investors will buy it too.
It's genius.
Yeah,
Oh
especially
shit,
if you're
yeah.
not-
Right for
yeah.
$20, like
Right?
somebody like me is like,
Yeah.
oh, I can just know all the clauses.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Like,
even need a real.
actually, we should literally package 2 different packages, one for realtors and one for investors.
Yeah.
And like literally, it can be the exact same thing, but I read the investor one, Jeff reads the
Do it.
realtor one, and like,
Write that right in your wholesale course too, right?
right? Yeah, yeah.
Pichet, where he said he's directing to certain audiences rather than
Yeah.
shotgunning it, you know?
Well, and like
You have
Gary
to
Vee,
be
I don't
investors.
know if you guys have been watching Gary Vee, but he's been on this nonstop. He's like, the most embarrassing thing right now is that people aren't targeting. Like, it needs to be like London, Ontario. We're here, you know, like Woodstock, Ontario, and like he's like literally, he's like, if I had more time, I would just spend hours just saying city names.
Yeah.
So that my team then can go back and build out the ads to like
Yeah.
target, right? Like dentists in New Orleans, like, and you're like, he's
I'm
going that
talking to
deep,
you.
right? Like,
Yeah, have the same body.
He just
Yeah.
wants to tweet that ad and then target it.
and super targeted, and like they'll pay like 25 cents
So, like,
a click when like everyone else is
Toronto,
paying.
did you know that
Yeah,
London,
that's
Ontario
Yeah.
is having OREC?
Like Toronto, did you know you can get $3,000 a month in cash flow with under a $100,000 investment in Windsor, Ontario?
Oh, fuck, that's sick.
And like people would just be like, I didn't, you know, like, but you're talking to me because I'm in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
so like that site that I'm using now.
oh, for the thing, yeah,
Like, I was gonna include it into my realtor course like, as a bonus
yeah.
content now, but I don't know if that's.
So
free
explain to
partner
me
with
exactly what that is.
Okay.
Like, so how big of a company are they?
I have no idea. It probably goes to Russia.
Because like we should see if we can just get a partnership, right?
Yeah.
Where you can get an affiliate link and be like, whatever, for we get
Right.
10%, right? Like something.
And they're following me on Instagram, so it's
Oh,
pretty.
shit.
Yeah. Or they were.
Because it would be awesome to build.
So
some
it's
sort of
this
build
site
program.
here. What? You know, it would just be something to tell realtors that are in my ecosystem, right? So that's their listing. That's what they do, and like anywhere from 4 hours to 24 hours, pretty much. It comes back to you. They convert so that clutter gone. You give them that, they give you that.
Excuse me.
So
Wow.
think about this even for your rental, even for the investors out there for rental property stuff, right? So this is just. It's not mine,
Earmuffs.
but earmuffs on it. Blur out some
Yeah.
of this. Blur out the screen. But like, look at that. Oh, look, Peter, you were asking
Yeah.
about. Can you get back on that guy at the bottom?
How's it done?
Like, look,
Slotted or
so maybe
something
some of our
India?
photography is like that. It comes out like that. My personal examples. I don't know if I have it. I have it on my phone.
So that would enhance thumbnails like
But, like,
crazy too. With
Sure.
having those
Just
skies
even
and shit.
pointing realtors to successful internet stuff is potentially worth value,
That's
even
gotta
if
be
it's
huge,
even
man.
if it's just you collect their email from it,
Mhm.
like how to sell your listings for 5% more, and then it just says spend the money on this. And then if we had the affiliate link, beautiful. It could be right in the Teachable. Have you never saw that? I'll show you my before and afters here.
Yeah, there's something serious about like you just don't know what you don't know. Like selling that is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If you don't know the online resources to use, how the fuck are you supposed to find out?
Exactly.
Trial and error? That sucks.
Yeah.
Sounds like wholesaling.
And everyone I've used for this, my properties have actually sold. Okay, so Peter and I were here on this rainy day, and my photographer was like, "Oh, I can come back tomorrow, right?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it." And he gives me that, right?
How much is it to do that?
$5 a photo.
$5 a photo.
So as an agent, $5 a photo gets my sellers $30,000 over an asking, or whatever percentage over. Well, it is write off, but I mean, and I don't even have to. So
$5.
Check out the grass. Look at the list. Like,
look at that fucking grass, man.
No, but look at it. They made the grass green.
Yeah.
And then they brighten up. Like that's the nighttime option.
The lamp is nice.
So many more people to property, right?
It sold it in 24 hours. Sold in 24 hours. No one in London is doing this. So that means That means a small percentage are doing it in Toronto. Guaranteed 90% of the realtors actually think that a photographer like knew how to do that, or they're like, "What's your photographer?"
I thought it was the photographer.
And my photographer should just be paying $5 extra and charging me $20 extra.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's a social mediation play where we are creating real estate videos for listings, especially in London, Ontario. But I mean,
what's the turnaround time? Like you said, 24 hours.
Less, like I get it back in 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. But like if they were in my journey, we could photograph their house or something like that if they're in Southwestern Ontario, pretty much. But in general, that's just good knowledge for realtors to. So that might be able to get an affiliate link. I'll look into it.
Yeah, I think that's.
Let's try it.
Because if in Teachable, it could be like how to sell your houses faster, or whatever. Secrets within or something. Free ebook. They put in their thing. Here's a Teachable link, or here's a what am I calling it? Affiliate link, and maybe we make a bit of affiliate fee on that. It's not gonna be anything crazy, but it's literally just providing them value, right?
Yeah, I'm so excited about this $20 class package, guys. I don't think I can. Like, this is gonna like be fucking bangers. What else? Give me another idea like this. I want one more before we leave today. Because that's gonna really be effective on both sides, the investor and the realtor side.
Well,
so let's think that, like, what were some of your questions, Troy, when you first got into this shit? Where you're just like deer in the headlights, right? Like for
the wholesaling, especially.
Yeah, like just think real estate in general, but
What do you say to the seller when you're going through the APS with them, right? Like they're gonna want someone to go over with them like a realtor would. So maybe even just like a quick video explaining the APS on what to say to like sellers. I'm sure. Oh, we can do that for you.
No, not really. They're actually lacking on how to write an offer.
Yeah, just how to write an offer. Quick
which I kind of covered a little bit in the course.
But even just give me to like get them to buy.
Yeah, like those standard fucking ones in between, like those middle 20.
Yeah, because like the course is...
Turn It In or whatever the fuck it's called goes over it, but it's like a 4-hour explanation on everything.
What's that? Turn It In?
Or not Turn It In. What do the realtors use, Matt? You gotta know this.
What?
Pass it. Fucking pass it.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you pass the test by answering multiple choice questions. You don't do a formal exercise of how to write an offer.
No,
like which is.
But it would be really good, I think, for beginner realtors if you just ran through those 20 things.
Only thing I'm liking it because it's behind a bit of a wall, but I want to always be cautious of me giving out realtor advice.
Exactly how
you
word it.
over.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you could definitely get fucked.
That's why
this one doesn't matter.
That's why on my actual e-course,
yeah,
I don't like have a piece of paper out showing them how to write an offer. I talk to them about what I think we should do, because then, plus if you pay money and then you sue me.
But it was like a $5 rate on top ways to like generate leads or something like that, or my top like.
Yeah, like literally just keep doing stuff like that. Really.
5 top for $5.
Top, a bunch of $5 things maybe of like top.
Don't go in detail with them, just
top open house tips for
success
for millennial successful agents.
10 for 10, 5 for 5. Just throw shit out like that, and people are gonna buy it, right?
Yeah. Like a lot of these top 5, top 10s, and which even if it's, I guess you're looking for a paid content, but even if it's free, and we repurpose on YouTube, it's the top 5 things are popular apparently, right?
Their whole purpose is just to get them to buy their course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make them ascend the ladder.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't mind getting into the ascend phase now. So like, just us talking through some stuff, like one of the thoughts that came to mind is we should do some sort of like listing boot camp where literally like someone comes to you with a listing that they're about to have, and it's a boot camp where you run through them, where you show them or whatever, and like and then you get them to do it, but like we include that, right, where they get 10 photos automatically updated. Maybe like if they're geographically local, you even like give them your photo guy, right, like sign guy, blah blah. But if not, then you tell them like what's important about what should be on their sign, like when to schedule their open houses, how to approach the open house. What should we charge for that? Is that like a $500 package for boot camp, and like does that include Jeff's physical presence, or is that just like a couple phone calls and coaching? Is it, and then what's included in that? And I don't know if that's the right price point. I'm just kind of starting like right now we should soon have a $5, a $20, a $100, a $200, and I like that. I like what I'm seeing here. Maybe we fill it out with a $50 at some point, but otherwise I really like it. I think that we can provide lots of value here. I think part of the way that we can provide more value is just by better follow-up. We suck at following up with people once they get into our ecosystem, so we need to do better at that. So I think just by literally us following up will solve all those problems. So then over here, I'd love to see some sort of boot camp thing, group limo tour, whatever we call it.
Realtor con.
Oh boy.
And then Realtor con's definitely one of them. And then some sort of high-end mastermind type thing probably. And then some sort of SaaS or subscription-based thing is what I would love to see here. So.
Do you do like a small paid, like get 10 realtors to go out for lunch or something like that, $50 a person, then you just kind of live Q&A or something like that? That way it's not the one-on-one, but you're still not charging that high price point.
Yeah, it's super personal.
Yeah, and people pay more to get in person than on the phone, I think.
Because like on the last YWO limo tour in Windsor, and then were they asking you questions about realtor stuff? Or were they?
They had watched the course, so they were okay a little bit. But like, what happens is like I'm talking to yesterday, and
that's what I was thinking of too.
He's all, okay, yeah, I remember when you said that on the course. Like they're fucking listening, which is hilarious. Like they know. Like yes, in mod 2, part 4, you said this, right?
When people pay for stuff,
I should be on that.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That's still on stream.
Yeah. So.
I need another battery.
Oh, this one's fully charged, so we're getting ahead of the game. It's the first time we're dealing with a full deck.
How long do these things last?
What?
The batteries.
Yeah.
Oh, we
None
recorded
of them have been
4 to
charged.
6 hours.
Well, you gotta remember what the pain point is to a realtor. It's making commission.
Yeah.
So it's
like first of all just getting recognition or attention, and then it's making money. Yeah. And then ideally,
they may not know.
Then feeling safe about consistently making money, right?
Yeah.
Like first they just want to make any money, then they want to consistently feel like they're making money.
I know, cause like I was talking to the other day, and she was all like, "Well, yeah, I should be getting a paycheck a month now, cause everybody's probably coming from a job." And they hit this, I don't get paid every 2 weeks.
Have you, like in your realtor course, I don't remember seeing much talk about like how to actually manage your money. Do you talk, like should we do something like on how to manage the first 6 months or something? Like how to survive the first 6 months?
Well, not only
how
that, but
to...
then going forward, I would say like how to invest in your own goddamn business. So like a lot of problems that I've heard is like realtors have issues getting mortgages.
Yeah.
In general, right? Or anybody self-employed. So why don't we talk about that?
Well, that can funnel off.
And then that leads eventually to maybe Windsor, right?
Windsor,
there's different ways to do
funnel off to some real estate. Nobody's created it yet, but like investing course that the Rat Pack's selling, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get behind. We're gonna be behind on that before we know it. Like, Graham has one, you know, come in or whatever. Me, Kevin made one, you know, so.
Yeah, I think the thing is though, like either that's still a low dollar, like that's still the bottom or like mid funnel, right? But yeah, I do hear you.
But like,
why do we brand it specifically like Canadian? Then?
I like the titles,
Yeah,
like how to financially survive the first 6 months being a realtor. Like,
and then like,
just sounds like
what we should eventually start doing is like really, we make a YouTube video, we make a teachable course, like we're like, it's a whole system in place, right? Like, and then that leads to a coaching call where they're like, Jeff, I didn't understand this, or I want to get in depth discussion with you on this dollar amount. So, RealtorCon, this is happening. When is it happening?
Right. Okay. I'm good for early Q1 2019.
Yeah. So the things to be aware of is we've also committed to doing a Windsor convention or conference, and that's going to be January, February. I just need to sit down with Cassidy, and we're just going to make that happen. Obviously, that's part of the Windsor funnel, but we have OREC in end of April. So, like, when also do people,
we're
like, is there a popular
all
time?
summer. Well, at least I am. I feel like
All next summer?
no realtors.
Oh, okay. Yes. Fair.
We
Yep.
are busy.
Yes.
Sorry. So I feel like now, like the reason why I'm sitting here making notes and not phone's not blowing up as much. Like the fall is not bad.
And winter is good.
Yeah,
Well, like good as in
September,
freezing time.
like January is the best. Really.
Yeah.
Because every brokerage decides to
Well, they said
earn their
goals
keep
and
and they do some like.
late January.
I would love to do this quarter January. It's
Like
you
before
want
end
to
of the
do
year.
2020.
2019.
What year are we on? So January.
Yeah, of this year. Like coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Q1 January.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, gotcha.
We have time for that?
Same page.
Or are we gonna do the Windsor one? But
No, we'll do winter February.
Okay, so we gotta look into it.
Instead of doing one big event a quarter, we're doing one big event a month now, guys. It is decided.
Woohoo!
Plus a limo tour a month.
And we're gonna do it in the GTA.
So I think just weekends are a thing for people that aren't on our team. So just keep that in mind going forward.
What did he say? A weekend?
Yeah. Pass me a
Black
pen.
Friday.
Jan.
Thank you. So I think that's got to be GTA, right?
Yeah.
So realtors, do they care about the flash of a brand name convention center, or do they care about a low price purchase going forward? Like, do we want to be downtown Toronto Convention Center, or do we want to be like Brampton, middle of nowhere airport?
And I'm not sure if the prices are any different.
Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion, but I don't know for a fact. So I do need to figure that out.
Factor.
There definitely is, but I'm guessing that we're probably looking at double the price. I'll find that out, but like, we need to just kind of.
It's actually not.
And
think that
That's
availability
empties.
Yeah.
of the locations.
Yeah.
There's another one down from.
Or just make sure we have like copies.
So if the airport is, you know, if we were right there,
Yeah.
in that airport road that goes down to Pearson, there was another one right here, and Rain's done something here before too. So we stayed at the hotel
Yeah.
right there.
Is that
Some-
where Owens
The
is?
bigger ones? I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't
that
remember
could be an
as well.
option. And they did
International Center
they
or
did a
something?
1 day Rain
Yeah.
thing. You know what Rain did this time when I went there?
Mm-hmm.
Bring your kids.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
not, I'm
remember
not
saying-
saying we're like at that level, but it was literally
We're gonna
like
get there though.
building
Or like,
the
bring
Kid
your
Army.
team.
And you know what they did? I won't sidetrack too much, but like it was like a lemonade stand or something like that, or whatever it was.
Oh my god.
And the some kids got the real estate of the lemonade stand right outside of the funnel of when the people came
Right.
out, and the other team had to be down the hall for like a booth, and who made more money, and they taught them why location matters.
Yeah.
It was
It's actually pretty great.
It definitely
If you're
is.
on the losing team.
And everybody loved that
Right.
fucking kid that
Not
showed
if
up
you're down the hall.
Mm-hmm. Well,
This
yeah.
is bullshit.
Other than some of our talent, which was.
Which
But,
kid
yeah.
was doing it? The young kid, I don't remember. Oh my gosh.
Like 14 or something.
Our talent didn't like him.
Yeah, we'll get in. Well, I can tell that story later. But so January convention, we need it to be the end of January for Matt's sanity.
It could be really fast.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I think February probably will be Windsor. So like that's.
Well, the best part is, at every one of these things, you just talk about the next thing.
Yeah.
Do you know we have ORAC coming
Right.
up?
Yeah, just keep it close.
So
Back to back.
January Realtor convention. and that's going to look like, yeah, like how many people, what's our ideal type of event? Is it like an OREC setting where we have multiple stages and stuff going on at all times? I'm just trying to figure out how, like,
it could even be a half day or a morning event or something like that.
Yeah, like
they'll get a discount, but
yeah, probably not. But like as far as setup goes, that might make life easy. Like we could maybe start at like 11 or noon and go till like 6, something like that.
kind of like OLW.
Yeah, much more similar to that. The only thing is like, it doesn't feel like a full meal. I didn't leave there feeling like
And even a $50 ticket times 250 people is not that much money, really.
No,
That's
it's mainly. But I think it is important for influence and stuff, because like all of a sudden, if we're the guys that host the Realtor convention, like we're the guys that host the Realtor convention. Like it just, it's this weird thing where then all of a sudden anyone that wants to launch a Realtor product.
Dude, I
Yeah.
pranked a Realtor.
Yeah.
Yo, is this where you sign up? Yeah.
Fuck,
I got a criminal
I
record,
would,
bro.
I'd be willing to let them be speakers, and like they can give a 15-minute talk on the importance of whatever. It can literally them just talking about Rona season and cranking beers. I don't give a shit.
What I love about all this stuff we have is as exhausting as promoting Vegas is right now, it gives you something to talk about on social like every day, and then you just always have something. But anyways.
So do we think is?
I would like, yeah, like, you know, I think 11 to 6 is a perfect conference to have. You could have like say one breakout session.
Going on, okay, like 2 stages kind of is what we're talking about.
Stage, like main room, and then like one breakout.
Okay.
Or 1 or 2.
A main
but I
and
mean, and that would evolve on who the speakers are, kind of. Right?
For sure.
So,
Yeah. And like, do we want to go bigger than like our? Because like, I think there's the potential for us to go much bigger than what we did with OREC faster, right? Like we can probably blow past 250 people, I think, if we did it right. And I think the ways you do that are by one, having like brokerage or team discounts, right, where they can buy in bulk.
So we have to come up with good clickbaity pricing plans.
Yeah. So like, I wonder, like whether we do $200 price point, easy to find coupons for 100. And if you got a team of X number or more, we'll actually sell it to you for like 50 or 75.
Yeah.
And then the big thing is like, as far as sponsors go, yeah, like the interesting thing is like a lot of our sponsors probably will still be interested, right? Like, yeah. Actually, this event will.
It'll just overlap.
I think we can be profitable on this event first year.
How's your profitable? We used to have a bell.
Yeah, we do need one.
Do you want to do like realtors and mortgage agents and like make that one big?
Actually, yeah, like we could just combine and then like have. Ooh, I like that. Main stage is real fluffy, and then we can have 2 breakout sessions going. One realtor heavy, one mortgage broker heavy.
That's good.
And then they can network with each other like crazy. Because like the one thing a bunch of realtors are gonna be like, I don't fuck with other realtors, right? But if we're like, hey, we got a bunch of mortgage brokers,
That's good.
ooh, I like that. Realtor mortgage broker con. The only thing is we'd need, actually though, like, as a sponsor, right?
Yeah.
Like, and
we could
need that
have a real sponsorship packet pricing, like $2,500.
we just need to roll this out. Like, we probably need to announce this before Vegas.
Yeah.
I
got a lot of arrows.
Got a lot of phone calls to make.
A lot of arrows I've written down. And then like, in theory, like all of us and the Adam Martins are like calling every brokerage in Ontario.
Yeah, like literally, we'll just literally take
you can
cities,
Grand Prairie
and everyone will.
And like, it'll be a cold call, but I don't know, grab their email. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What's the brokerage email? Like, or you can just probably get it, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be great brand building too, or relationship building with be a speaker.
I don't want to do this. Well, we got an event in Windsor. I don't want to do that. We got an event fucking over.
Oh, I'm busy that weekend. Pick a weekend, we got an event, bud.
Who are you guys?
Don't want to travel? Where do you live?
Yeah, right.
Throw it in your basement.
Yeah. As soon as Peter gets
I don't have
his
time. We have a
license.
webinar. I don't like webinars. We have an ebook. I don't like ebooks. You're free this. Just keep going down the break.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a selfie light?
Yeah. This is fucking good. Okay, so by next Monday, I'll commit to having the location locked down, and I'll have a rough budget in place. But that means that like next week we'll probably start assigning phone lists to guys. So like you guys will start getting phone lists to call brokers and build relationships.
And we don't have to fuck around with accommodations either for like.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one day,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be like we'll be able to crush it. That'll be awesome.
We can just spend the one other night.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you know what? That
Another
fucking
conference.
branches out to all provinces.
Easy, so easy.
Fuck, we could do this in Vancouver and then just have the Windsor booth sitting right. We
Yeah.
just fucking have John at this thing.
John comes everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're either gonna have
Get
to
in the truck, John.
we're either gonna have to
I don't
get him
care.
to learn to like flights, or we're just gonna have to buy a limo
He
full
actually
time.
won't
So
fly,
we
man.
just
Yeah,
he
he's
will
not.
sort of, but
Why is he
like
flying
It's
that?
control free.
he wasn't
Wants
going
to
to,
fly.
but like Sonny.
Let's just get John his
forced
pilot
him to.
license.
Right.
So he can
Once he's
be
in control, he'd be down. Actually, that'd be funny. He probably would, dude.
He's such a
What,
little
fly
bitch
the
about it.
plane?
Yeah.
I talked to
Such a
him,
long
he
fucking
just
drive.
wasn't down at all.
Dude,
John,
this is amazing.
Yeah.
This
this
is
is statistically the safest fucking vehicle in the world.
Right.
Yeah, it's safer than driving.
Yeah. There's almost never any mid-air collisions. That's a factor that doesn't even exist. You know how often that comes up in cars? All the time.
All day.
So maybe this is the one where we need to start committing with ClickFunnels. With,
Yeah.
Like $200 ticket, cross that off, it's $50, whatever. Cause like,
Mhm.
yeah.
I like you do with the coupon code. That's good.
Yeah, but like we just need to go even more. Like OREC, we should have probably had be at least a $200 event that was like 100, right?
100%, yeah.
And I think even like if Graham was cool to fly to Toronto and he was available, that's something his audience would,
Yeah.
the GTA audience
Yes,
would actually
we could
come to,
actually
because
pull from.
they all want to be realtors.
Yeah.
As well, right? So,
Mhm.
in a way.
I have a realtor come from every portion of Southwestern Ontario.
Yeah. Yeah, we can easily like this event almost hosts itself. It's gonna be awesome. Although there's gonna be so many fucking ego people.
Yeah.
They're gonna reach out and be like, hey Jeff, I'm on to talk at your event.
Mm.
And you're gonna be like, oh, you didn't make our short list either. Okay, awesome. I think any questions on this before we move on?
And that's this becomes our giant top of the pyramid, and then I think
Well, I think this is our base. Because I think
Ascend.
our ascent base. So then I think some sort of listing boot camp or limo tour for realtors or a mini convention like a boot
so
camp.
that has to be somewhat sold at this event, right? Like,
Probably.
This is gonna be run to the back of the room, kind of, or not?
Well, not run to the back, but
Yeah,
available.
available.
Yeah, like sell from the front. Yeah.
So we need to also commit the Windsor